So I recently was rewatching My Hero Academia with my friend, and man, did I forget how good it was. It is one of the best new gen for a reason. But enough of that, in today's video I will be ranking Class 1A, strongest to weakest. This is my opinion, and I'll be ranking them from how strong they were at the end of Season 4. Because I'm currently reading the manga, and I'm not caught up yet. So if you haven't watched up until then, please skip the video. Remember to like, subscribe if you're new, share this video, and with that, let's get into it.
I put that bitch in the back with the Burberry on.
20. Toru Hagakure, Quirk Invisibility. Coming in at last place is Toru. She doesn't really do anything and we've seen little of her. That's probably why I'm putting her in last. She's not a combat hero, but in this video I'll be ranking Class 1A from how they'd fare against each other. So unfortunately for her, she comes in at last. Number 19, Minoru Mineta, Quirk Pop Off. Mineta is a goat and one of my favorite characters in the show, but combat ain't really his thing. Sorry for him though. Number 18, Koji Koda, Quirk Annie Voice. Not much to say here. Koji is just another hero who isn't good in combat. Although if some dangerous animals were around, he'd probably be pretty overpowered. Number 17, Yuga Aoyama, Quirk Naval Laser. Aoyama has quite a good quirk, but with some drawbacks. He is more suited for rescue missions. His laser can shoot through metal, but only for a second. If only he never had drawbacks, he would have been higher on the list. Number 16, Kyoga Jiro, Quirk Earphone Jack. Jiro's quirk is actually amazing. With those high frequencies, she can take out many villains, but against the rest of Class 1A, she does not fare that well. She is more suited for rescue missions like the others before her. Number 15, Hunter Zero, Quirk Tape. We haven't seen much of Zero, but from what we saw, he got completely obliterated by Todoroki. He did do well in the license exam though, not enough to have him higher on the list. Number 14, Rikido Sado, Quirk Sugar Rush. The only drawback to Sato's quirk is stamina, but it is a good quirk. During the time he can use it, he gets super strength. The reason I put him ahead of everyone else is because I think he could take them out before his stamina runs out. Number 13, Denki Kaminari, Quirk Electrification. Kaminari has arguably one of the best quirks in Class 1A, well in my opinion at least. His quirk is way better at short range. At long range he can't control where it goes, and if he exceeds his voltage limits he could short circuit his brain. Number 12, Tsuyu Asui, Quirk Frog. Asui does have combat experience and her quirk can come in handy, but it is better for rescue missions, and compared to the rest she gets obliterated. Number 11, Mina Ashido, Quirk Acid. Okay, you're probably thinking, why is she so high up? I do think she beats the ones before her. She found a good way to use her quirk, and acid when it hits you is quite painful. Number 10, Mezu Shoji, Quirk Dupli Arm. With raw strength, Shoji is up there. The only problem is we have seen so little of him, but he does have great potential. Hopefully we'll see more of him in the future. Number 9, Mashiro Ojiro, Quirk Tail. His quirk might not sound great, but combined with his combat experience and knowledge of the martial arts, he does pack a punch. Hopefully we see more of him in the future. Number 8, Ochako Uraraka, Quirk Zero Gravity. This is not biased, even though I love Ochako and want the best for her. The main reason she's so high up, she held her own against Bakugou, and that was when she had little to no combat experience. And then she went to her internship and got a lot of combat training. She deserves some praise. Number 7, Momo Yaoyorozu, Quirk Creation. Momo has an amazing quirk, but the creator had to put a drawback because her quirk is so overpowered. But she's not so high up for her quirk, she's also very smart. I mean, she came up with a plan to beat Mr. Aizawa. Obviously with help from Todoroki, but I'm sure she'll be able to come up with a plan to beat her fellow students. Number 6, Tenya Ida, Quirk Engine. I feel like Tenya's strength is overlooked. He went up against the hero killer with a lot of help from Midoriya and Todoroki, of course, but he still does have a handy quirk, and he is smart and has good leadership qualities, but his quirk is more suited for short range. Number 5. Eijiro Kirishima, quirk hardening. The GOAT, Red Riot. Kirishima is one of my favorite characters. He had amazing moments in Season 4 which nobody pays attention to. Season 4 was Red Riot's season. He would be tied with number 4, but I see number 4 beating him. Kirishima deserves more praise, and I'm sure he'll become a great hero. Before we get into the top 4, I wanna say that they are all tied together, well, except for number 1. It is really hard deciding who would win between them. I think the main factor in a battle between them would be stamina. Number 4, Fumikage Tokuyami, quirk Dark Shadow. Such an underrated character and powerful one too. With Dark Shadow you have both offense and defense, long range and short range. Its only weakness being light and stamina, of course. But remember back in Season 3 when he fully released Dark Shadow and nearly destroyed an entire forest. Such an underrated character, don't sleep on him. Number 3, Shota Todoroki, quirk half cold half hot. Season 1 and early Season 2 Todoroki would have been lower, but now that he uses his fire he's so overpowered. I don't have much to say for him, after all we saw how powerful he was. Number 2, Izuku Midoriya, quirk one for all. Hehe, you thought Deku was gonna be first, but he's not. Don't get me wrong, I love Deku, no homo. He had amazing development, but he can only use 25% of one for all right now, and that's not enough to beat number 1. Don't even talk about the overhaul fights. He only won because he had Eri, and that was a one-time thing. Number 1, Katsuki Bakugou, quirk Explosion, the one and the only GOAT. This is not biased at all, just because Bakugou is my second favorite. And if I'm being honest, I never liked Bakugou at the start. He's a character who grew on me. But let me explain why he's number 1. He destroyed Tokuyami, but you could argue that Tokuyami was low on darkness. Bakugou never knew that and found Tokuyami's weakness. He destroyed Todoroki while holding back. Todoroki did not use his flames, but Bakugou knew that and held back. He destroyed Midoriya, and even though Midoriya got stronger in Season 4, I still see Bakugou beating him. That's about it for this video. Hopefully you enjoyed. Please remember to like, subscribe and share this video to 5 friends. Tell me in the comments if you agree with me. Check out my Black Clover theory video because I really think I got somewhere with it. And it actually came true at the time of the recording of this video. I will leave the link in bio or in my outro. Thanks for watching. See you guys in my later videos. Stay safe. This is me signing out. Bye.